All right, folks, this is Sultan. We know that people are waking up. People of Britain are waking up. People who were previously silent for whatever reason. Maybe they were afraid of being called racist or Islamophobes or bigots. They were worried that they might lose their jobs. Or they simply didn't think that the dangers that their country was facing was as severe as people like us were trying to tell them. Whatever the reason may be. Now, people don't care anymore. I am starting to see more and more people every day coming out without any fear of repercussions, without any fear of government reprisals. They're coming out and they're saying that we will no longer apologize for our British identity. We will no longer sit down quietly when hordes upon hordes of fighting age horny men come into Britain illegally and then rape our daughters. We will not stay silent. Now, this social unrest or this desire to protest is now spreading its tentacles all across British society. A few weeks ago, I saw a British police officer who was arresting an illegal migrant. And I remember her saying to him that we let you into our country and this is how you repay us. Now, this is unheard of. Mostly police officers, they're so scared of getting fired, being labeled as racist or whatnot, that they keep their mouths shut.
You're here applying for asylum to stay in this country, and that's the kind of behaviour that you think is acceptable. Why on earth should you be granted asylum? Because you've literally been taking meth and crack in front of people with young children.
Hello, mate.
You've literally been seen inhaling from a crack pipe when there's young kids around.
And I am also starting to see more and more patriots shaming police officers. Is this what you signed up for? You took an oath to serve the community, and you are looking at your community getting stabbed, assaulted, raped, and in return you are giving cover to the perpetrators. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see mass desertions in the Met Police. It's going to happen. And now what's happening in these asylum hotels? A whistleblower who was an employee of these asylum hotels leaked this video.
Breaking alert, shocking leaks are spreading fast across the UK tonight. Hotel staff have secretly taken photos of the buffets being served daily to asylum seekers, and what they reveal has left the public furious. According to these images, trays are filled with hot meals, fresh fruit and desserts delivered every day under government contracts. While many British families struggle to pay rising food bills and school children line up for basic lunches, migrants are seen enjoying what many describe as restaurant-style service. One whistleblower, a staff member who requested anonymity, said, "The public has no idea. Every day, these buffets are set up, no questions asked. The costs are enormous, and taxpayers are footing the bill." The leaks have ignited a storm of outrage online. Some call it a humanitarian duty, while others see it as a scandalous misuse of public money at a time when the nation faces inflation, food insecurity, and cuts to social programs. Officials have yet to comment on the photos, but pressure is building. Activists are demanding transparency on exactly how much is being spent and why the public wasn't told.
Now, let me read the message from the whistleblower herself. Now, I am from Bristol, UK, so I can only talk about my own city. And we have a big homeless problem here now. Add on your part of the city and then ask yourself, if the government can do this for foreign invaders, why have they never done this for our own homeless people? Anyway, so you get the point. So there's going to be a mutiny in the police. There are going to be mass resignations in the police. And now people who are working in these asylum hotels, mind you, their livelihood is dependent on this asylum hotel industry, but they're still coming out because their conscience is saying, what the hell is going on? You saw those videos. That was luxury. That was luxury eating. That's rewarding people. No wonder people are not stopping. Even if you believe that there's no organized conspiracy to fill Western democracies with fighting age men to one day take over, even if you don't believe in that, I don't fully believe in that either. But you are incentivizing them. You are telling them, come. We'll give you free mobile phones. We'll give you 5-star hotel stays, 3 meals a day, and buffets. If you don't like this, you can eat that. You have 20 options to choose from. Who has that every day? Illegal migrants do. So while all of this is happening, There's one community that is actually enjoying this. Not only enjoying this, they're endorsing this. Yeah, you guessed it right. Only those people who don't have Britain's interest close to their hearts, only those people who despise Britain, only those people who don't want to see Britain prosper, they will enjoy that. Let me show you something. I'm not sure if you're aware of Five Pillars. It's a Muslim propagandist news outlet. It is run by Dildo Boy, this guy, and his boyfriend, Roshan Saleh. These two are hardcore Islamists. Hardcore Islamists. They stop only one step before openly inciting civil war against the British public. They give you thinly veiled threats, and now they're whipping up Muslim gangs. They are inciting them to rise up against the far right. Look at this. Let me play this video. More than 100 Muslim residents gathered in Isle of Dogs on Saturday for a wink wink peaceful community walk in response to the recent far-right activities in the Docklands areas of East London. Who were the far-right activists? Women, children, old men. And what were they demanding? They were calling for an end to this asylum hotel saga. They were calling for an end to giving buffet meals to illegal migrants. That's what they were doing. They were protesting because they believe, and there's a lot of truth behind that there is a direct correlation between sexual crimes and illegal migrants, fighting age horny young men. So they're protesting against that. How is that a Muslim issue? Why is that upsetting these Muslims? Why? And where are the women? Where are the children? They're at home making babies to balloon their numbers. That's what they're doing. But look at this. Recent far-right activities in the Docklands areas of East London. Organizers said the walk was, quote unquote, show of unity to those who want to intimidate local communities. Who is intimidating local communities? He's whipping up Muslim gangs. He is pitting them against ordinary, everyday British people. All they're saying is that, please lock down your borders. We've tolerated this for a very long time. Our daughters have been getting raped and sexually assaulted. Our men are getting stabbed every day. So please stop this. And by the way, Keir Starmer is changing his tune too. He's made something like 30 tweets in the last month or so against illegal migrants. He can sense the heat. But these Muslim propagandists who should actually join the Patriots, yes, we don't want these people. But you know what? They're happy with these illegal migrants coming in because most of them are coming in from Syria, Afghanistan, Libya, most of these Middle Eastern countries. All these fighting age men, what are they going to do when they come to England? They're going to boost Muslim numbers. But if you were truly loyal to Britain, no matter what faith you belong to, you would be like, no, we don't want that. Yes, there is sexual crime. I mean, your girls could be targeted too, but they know that's not going to happen. These Afghans, Syrians, Libyans, they don't target Muslim girls. They target white girls. Every day, this is happening. Look at this, every day. Every day, this is happening. Elon Musk, thanks to him, 26 million views. He tweeted Donna Louise's tweet. What happened? Pakistani asylum seeker, an 8-year-old child twice, then made her watch sex. What kind of monster does that? Let me show you something more. Look at this, another one. A 17-year-old Dutch girl was cycling home from a party when she was murdered by a 22-year-old, surprise, surprise, asylum seeker. That same asylum seeker is also wanted for sexual assault and of 2 other women. Thousands upon thousands of innocent girls have been lost to these savages. So these far-right activists are protesting against that. These Muslims, these Muslim men that you saw, they should be joining forces with the Patriots. These people are coming in, contributing to crime, sexual violence, albeit they wouldn't attack Muslim girls, but still, knife crime is going to go up. Some Muslim boy can get stabbed. Your job's under threat. The beautification of your neighborhoods is going to go down. Actually, again, Muslims wouldn't mind because just look at their areas. Look at it. Why would they care? This is what their areas look like. So they don't care if these areas become aesthetically ugly. They don't care. Let me show you another one. Look at this. This reminds me of some of the worst parts in Lahore, Pakistan. Import the third world, become the third world. So that's why I don't care about if the aesthetics of UK cities go down, because they are already doing that themselves. Now, let me go back to these people, Muslim propagandists. Who are these people? Dildo Boy, Roshan M. Saleh. Let me show you some of their past tweets. They have no shame. This is Roshan M. Saleh, the man behind 5 Pillars. Any criminals or thugs out there who are thinking of targeting Muslims should realize that Muslims are extremely influential in British prisons. He's proud of that. He is proud that British prisons are run by Muslim criminals, Muslim gangs. Intimidation and provocation. That's why I said, wink, wink. They gathered up to show solidarity with the local community for a peaceful demonstration. Nothing is peaceful with these people. Everything is about intimidation and provocation. In a way, it's a good thing. Keep provoking them. Keep provoking the natives. Because as I said, I've noticed a difference. I've been doing this long enough to see trends. I am more hopeful than I have ever been that Britain is not going to go down without a fight. And the way I am seeing how previously disinterested people are taking interest in preserving their country, their identity, their values, it means one thing. It's not going to go down without a fight. And more people are joining the cause. And these people are not going to win. They're not going to win. They're going to import, what, 1 million fighting-age men? Non-Muslim British men still make up 20 million strong at least. Now, obviously, I'm not endorsing a civil war or civil unrest. I'm just saying you need to change the culture. If you want to avoid bloodshed, if you want to avoid unrest, the government is not going to do anything by themselves. They're not going to do anything. You have to force them. You have to tell them, we are proud of our heritage, our culture, our history, our values, and our identity. We are British. We are not ashamed to be who we are. We have free speech in Britain. If we look at your prophet as someone who married a 9-year-old girl, which was indecent by today's standard, we do not respect a man like that. We do not respect a man who killed 700 Jews and bedded their girls and wives. We don't respect that culture. We don't respect honor killings. We don't respect FGM. We don't respect wife beating. We don't respect women dressing up as ninja warriors. We don't respect any of that. And I'm sorry, if you don't like it, there's the door. By the way, Roshan Saleh deleted that tweet. So if you are convicted of a crime, there's a good chance you may get a double punishment. Wink, wink. So he deleted that tweet because some Muslims shamed him. Do you want more evidence of 5 Pillars and other Muslim propagandists whipping up Muslim gangs against the Patriots? Look at this. A disturbing trend of radicalized right-wing weirdos and creeps are filming themselves harassing and verbally abusing Muslims across the UK, with Britain rapidly descending into a toxic Islamophobic cesspit. Look at this. Last line. Muslim men must remain vigilant. What do you mean by vigilant? What are they going to do? Fight people on the streets? Fight those who they deem as Islamophobes? He's a slippery son of a bitch. He stops just one step short of open incitement. They know the street power. This is what they do. This is what he means by stay vigilant. So when we give you a call to come out and protest like this. Wear balaclavas. I have a lot more of these videos. Look at this. I have a lot of these videos. This is what they're doing. They know the street power, but there is one critical mistake. Yes, this happened right after the Southport massacre. Before the Southport riots, the British public was fast asleep. They had no interest in what was going on. They were like, yeah, whatever. But we have noticed a trend. A lot of people who were in the middle or even on the left, that they're now drifting to the right side. It's undeniable what's happening. Absolutely undeniable. Britain's downfall at the hands of these miscreants is so obvious that when people like Nick Lowe's or Hope Not Hate and these typical clowns when they put out woke tweets, I'm just like that doesn't make sense. And you can see by the comments underneath, people are not buying their bullshit anymore. So you have to change the culture. If you don't like it, there is the airport. None of this appeasement of, oh, in this country, we don't tolerate Islamophobia. Shut up. Get out of here. Why do we have to kiss ass of inferior cultures? Why? I'm sorry. Human beings have always been driven by values. If you want to create a society, you have to develop some ground rules. Those ground rules are built upon values that have formed over many generations. These values are not compatible with Western values. By the way, all of this is happening with only 7% Muslims. And if you say half of the Muslims don't care, but they still feel some sort of a loyalty to their tribe, so that's why they will always look at the Patriots as far right, as an enemy. But they don't get involved. They're not radical. They don't practice FGM or this kind of behavior. Let's just say that all of this unrest is happening because of 4% of Muslims. What do you think is going to happen when that number goes to 10%? It's not even a question anymore. You have to be a world-class idiot to not realize that what can happen when demographies change on this scale. Yeah, when they were 1%, 2%, you could ignore that. But even when they were 1 or 2% at the turn of the century, they were forming grooming gangs. In Rotherham, 1,400 girls got raped by nearly 400 men in a town where the total population of Muslim men was only 1,000. That's 30% of the men engaging in white young girls in an organized manner. What is going to happen when this number swells? What's going to happen when this number balloons up to 10, 20%? Oh, going back to this provocation by Muslim men. Muhammad Hijab, I remember, once said to us ex-Muslims that, hey, when you insult Muslim figures, we have Muslim gangs too. Who knows what they're going to do? That was a thinly veiled threat. I was trying to find that video so I could show it to you, but it is well documented. So many other people have commented on that too. So he was dog whistling to his Muslim gangs to take care of these people who insult Islamic sacred figures. What do you think is going to happen when they have more influence? Right now, I know as much as we hate the government is trying to contain them by appeasing them, but they're trying to contain them as much as they can. We say that's the wrong policy. You need to change the culture. You have to put the foot down. You have to say, no, we are not going to tolerate this. You do this one more time, you're going to prison for 5 years. Do it again, we're going to look into canceling your citizenship. They will shut up like that. They will shut up like that. I'm telling you. This bravado is fueled by the establishment's pussyfooting. If they put the foot down, these people have no courage whatsoever. So anyways, be mindful. Muslim propagandists are going to whip up Muslim gangs against the Patriots. And Patriots include everyone. Black, brown, and white all unite. If you put Britain above everything else, you're welcome. If you even hesitate to think about putting your culture, your tribe before Britain, then sorry, you're not a patriot and you're not welcome. A lot of these clowns tell me, hey, Harris, you're a brown person. Why are you appeasing these white supremacists? First of all, they're not white supremacists. These are decent people. They love me. Most of them love me. Most people love me. If I tone down my criticism of Muslims and Islam, Muslims will love me too. But first of all, that's not going to happen. I am in no danger from the Patriots, whether they're in Australia or in Britain. But let's just say, for an argument's sake, that Patriots managed to establish their rules. And they say, Harris, sorry, you don't fit in our new country. So you have to be deported. I'm like, okay, well, thank you. I've got enough resources. I can literally move to any country I want. That would still be a better outcome than Muslims gaining any more influence in Western countries. Because we know what happens when Islamists and Muslims establish their authority. People like me are found hanging from lampposts. And by the way, all these lefties are right next to us as well. The same lefties who are chanting death to the IDF or free Palestine. Those are useful idiots that I'm talking about. They're the first ones to go. That's exactly what they did in Afghanistan in the 70s and in Iran. You know, the socialists and the lefties of Iran back in the 70s, they joined forces with the Ayatollah against the Shah of Iran. They were told that Islamists are going to hang you. They're going to kill you. They don't like you. They don't. You see, before 1979 Iran and after 1979 Iran, all the skirt wearing, all those liberal, cool, educated Iranians of the 70s, they supported the Ayatollahs, and look what happened to them. That's exactly what's going to happen to these Western wokes. But it would happen if the Islamists succeed. But I am more hopeful than ever. The Islamists are not going to succeed. That is not going to happen. I know I'm an optimistic person, but the writing is on the wall. If you people wake up, and I'm seeing every single day, more and more people are waking up. In England, there's a march coming up on the 13th of September, Unite the Kingdom, headed by Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson is going to lead that movement. I know Paul Golding and Britain First, those guys are doing amazing work as well. But Tommy Robinson, I wish I could go, but it's such a really long flight. He's asked me to come. I don't think I'd be able to go. You need to attend that rally. You have to. If you put Britain first, if you want to save Britain, you have to go there. You have to send a strong message to the government. And I think they are starting to listen. I think they know that the tide is turning. So this is no time to despair. This is time to celebrate. This is time to stand up. I hope you liked today's video. Give it a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel if you're here for the first time. You can also support this channel by becoming a member or patron by going to patreon.com/Harris Sultan, or you can buy me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/Harris Sultan. Your support is absolutely critical in keeping these videos coming. Until next time, ta-da.